Buildings are one of the largest contributors to carbon emissions in this country. Buildings are built for 15, 20 years. It's almost like they're disposable, like coffee cups.
We like a building that can withstand the increase in the cost of energy and has products and materials specified in it that are going to last 50 or 100 years. That's a building that's really sustainable. It's something that's not a drain on its environment, but rather something that adds to not just the environment and the kind of green understanding, but the built environment that we all inhabit.
We live in a time where people are really concerned about our world and energy issues.
We are just using more and more energy, more and more natural resources, more and more fossil fuels to fill this kind of endless need for energy. We've got to somehow figure out a way to cap that. And one of those ways, I think, is to design smarter and use less energy. We can enjoy the same quality of life and save the world at the same time.
We were really fortunate to be working with Action Housing and Metropolis Development, and they were the first ones that introduced us to the Passive House rating system from Germany. Linda Metropolis had actually gone to Vauban and toured projects there along with someone else from Action Housing, and came back and really educated us and gave us our first Passive House opportunity. And we're very grateful to them. We need something that we can apply across a broad spectrum of buildings. We need something that we can use now. We need effective solutions that work for everybody at every scale of the economic ladder. And that's one of the really exciting things about Passive House.
It's the only building model that's aimed at reducing every piece of energy use in a building.
5 principles of Passive House are envelope, which means creating a super insulated and airtight shell for your building. The second principle is solar orientation. So once you have this really insulated shell, you want to orient your building and your glazing to optimize solar heat gain. So that means maximizing that in the winter and reducing your heat gain as much as possible in the summer. Ventilation is really critical in Passive House. Now that we have this airtight structure, we need to bring a constant supply of fresh air into it. In doing that, you want to be sure that you're holding on to any of that energy that you spend on this fresh air that's now in the building, whether you're heating or cooling it. So before it's exhausted out of the building, you want to capture all of that energy and put it back into the building. Efficiency means energy efficient appliances using CFLs, LED, Energy Star appliances. Finally, renewable energy is really exciting that it becomes a viable option. Now that we've reduced all of our energy loads so greatly, it actually becomes a possibility. So all of these principles then can be used in varying degrees to help you reach the performance criteria that is Passive House.
Getting all those things to work together in synchronicity with each other is what makes it such a powerful design tool.
The thing that I really like about Passive House is that it's elegant and simple. It gives us a simple benchmark that everybody can aim for.
There's an energy modeling software specific to Passive Houses called the Passive House Planning Package, or PHPP. This is the software we use to evaluate the energy use of our design.
The team here at Thoughtful Balance, really, we invest deeply in our projects. We get invested in the performance, we get invested in sustainability, we make personal investments with our clients. It's not like we wear 2 hats. Is this a green project today or not a green project? Everything we do is green. If you think about your practice being green on its own, being sustainable, then you don't have to switch hats. You're not always adding expense into the project. The way you're thinking about projects innately is environmentally responsible.
We're really excited, especially with our first project being an affordable housing project. Not only is someone able to have a home, now they're able to manage and operate it, that they can afford to heat their home. They don't have a $300 gas bill every month.
Ideally, a day will come when a person will be looking for a house and they'll go to their real estate agent and say, well, I'm looking for a new house, but I'll only consider a passive house. Then I think we will have achieved something.
The most pressing problem, in my opinion, that we face in the world today is climate change. Anything we can do to mitigate that, to reduce our emissions, to head toward a planet that has net zero energy, we should.